Well, good day and welcome back to the Dragon's Lair, my little studio, and some would say home away from home. Thank you for tuning in to another daily reading from Convergence, Book 1 of the Dragon Within Saga. You can find it, if you like what you hear and have been hearing, you can find it online on my website at dragonwithin.org. The description and link will be in the description, I should say. So we're going to continue on in Chapter 4 today, where we get to hear more about Telos, the Grand Wizard of the University. And it's actually really cool because we're going to hear about the very first time that he experienced being able to use the magic. So here we go. For the first 50 years of his life after his sister's death, the visions and memories of the event responsible for triggering his initial endeavor into his endless future of magical utilization were extremely fresh. As the ages passed, during his magically enhanced numerous years, now measured in lifetimes, the freshness of the rest of his memories dwindled to simply an emotional awareness. All of them, that is, except for those directly linked to the magic itself. Those remained as vivid as if he was still 8 years old and existed within that specific moment in time. First came the awareness that he knew about trees. Not just that he knew about them, but that he knew how to use them. He remembered looking over to the trees and seeing inside them. All his father's lessons from his childhood regarding the various fruit trees on their property were made acutely visible to an eye that resided deeper inside him than he was previously aware of. He sensed it, felt it, and knew it. Beginning first as a slight prickling of the hairs on the back of his neck and arms, it built and swirled within him and felt like an electric tingling that began to permeate his mind. When he felt it extend to the air around him, and when he could actually feel the trees, he knew something was happening. And even though he knew he was somehow causing it, he could not stop it, and he did not want to stop it. He focused all of the swirling dynamic energy upon the single, huge, yet dead Grudine tree on the outskirts of his long-remembered home village, and watched as an arc of invisible energy leapt from his hands to its base, exploding it from the inside out. Seconds later, he saw the gigantic, lifeless entity topple over and land on a few of the unsuspecting bandits now attempting to flee after they had brutally pillaged his village. In the days following the raid, there were many rumors and rumblings concerning what had happened. However, more were the rumors about how it happened, and greater still, who had caused it to happen. It did not take long for the people of his village to find out it was little Telos who caused the explosion in the tree. Nor did it take long for the wizards of the University of Knowledge to locate him and come calling. There was no choice given to the parents of children who displayed the talent regarding the next steps of their lives. It was clear that while not involved in the direct ruling of the land, the wizards of the university operated under laws and decrees of their own, which carried as much, if not more, weight than the lord of the lands themselves. There were 3 of them that came, 2 wearing dark red robes, and 1, the apparent leader because he did all the speaking, who wore white robes. Telos was not included in the conversation, which was preferable because it gave him time to explore the scene of the fallen, or rather exploded, tree. As much as he tried, he was not able to feel the energy build within himself and could not duplicate the intricate awareness of his own knowledge. "Do not try so hard, my young wizard. You will only hurt yourself," came an amused, confident voice from behind him. Startled, he turned around abruptly and saw a very tall, very thin man wearing all white robes. His hair was very short and a robust shade of silver. He had wrinkles around his eyes and corners of his mouth, giving his facial features a very severe appearance. His nose projected downward, as did his high-set cheekbones and jawline. When all of his facial aspects were taken together as a single feature, he appeared to resemble the great, white-feathered birds of the northern mountains. Not that he had seen any of these birds with his own eyes, but he had heard of their legend, as all children had. The key to unlocking the tight-set tumblers of your magical door you have already found, but now you must learn how to keep those tumblers from resetting, which will allow your door to stay open. I am Darkinian Frau, and I am now your instructor and mentor. You and I will have much to learn from each other, little Telos, and I sense, with your proper training, you may even surpass myself," said the old wizard as he turned and walked away into a future far surpassing anything the mind of an 8-year-old was capable of understanding. In truth, Telos had surpassed his once mentor. but he owed his unequaled advancement directly to the mentorship of the late great wizard, which is why he spent much of his time not with the Ascendants, studying the more advanced corners of knowledge and magic as one might expect the Grand Wizard to do, but with the initiates who had just begun their research-driven journey. Many of his colleagues seated on the High Council and those occupying instructing positions within the university scoffed at his unique decision. They felt that, as a leader, he should spend more time of his attention upon those who had advanced beyond the beginning and intermediate levels of magic, leaving the lesser students to the lesser wizards. But that is not how Antelos understood the task of leadership and its responsibilities. He saw the beginning influence of a student as the most opportune moment to ignite the flames of self-inspiration that would continue well past his direct influence into their formative studies. True, he could spend hours with the most advanced of the Ascendants, assisting them with the great complexities of their many tasks, and help to sustain the fire for knowledge within, but he preferred to spend that time with the newly found initiates and inspire them to keep and grow the fire on their own. However, he was not foolish enough to completely disregard the benefits of being present for the Ascendants, if for no other reason than to appease those who did not entirely agree with his appraisal of leadership characteristics. All right, we're going to end right there. Thanks again for tuning in to my little corner of Vendia. Have a great day, everyone. And again, don't forget to check out the website in the description. And until we meet again, always release your dragon within. Thank you.